don't know if you guys can see. Let's see. Hi, babies. Here's my little goat friends. Like, aren't they so dang cute? I just can't even deal with it. Hi, little goats. Hi, babies. Hi. Hi. I love the farm. Hi. Hi, little goats. They're babies. Hi. See him? And look what I'm under. Like, look at that beautiful view. See it? Oh, look at this. Is the most. I am a freak about a farm. Like, I grew up in the country on a farm, farmed my whole life, and oh, it feels good to be back here. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Wednesday, June 8th. And today is the first day with no Grand Earth Trine, and we still have our mutable Grand Cross today. So I do want to talk a little bit about the energies. We do have a lot of crazy, unexpected energy. Earth energy feels, to me, very unsettled. No longer do we have, that harmonious flow of energy stabilizing. In fact, what it feels like to me is that Earth energy is completely kind of in a state of volatility. And as we move through the week, I think it gets much stronger for me. So, today Uranus is going to sextile the Sun and sextile Venus, and Neptune is going to sextile Pluto. That's a really high form of energy. That means lots of unexpected excitement, opportunities, lots of expectation, lots of energy. It's all about surprises. I think it's a very energetically surprising type energy, and it's an either or. It's an extreme. So this could be a conversation that comes out of nowhere that you didn't ever expect. Either you didn't expect a conversation to happen and it did, or you initially started out having conversations with a relationship, or about something that you deeply desire, or about something that you want, a pleasurable thing, or it's like the energy that you idealize going on vacation and you win something. Like, it feels like that kind of energy, just very unexpected, very energizing, very exciting. It also has significantly something to do with ending a very karmic area in your life. I think it's an absolute sudden ending of opposition for some of you. So today may be full of surprises. You may desire to be liberated from the past. Many of you are going to feel a release, an absolute energetic, whoo! I finally made it through that area in my life. I think that many of you are making plans to enjoy the future because that is where the positive energy is. One of the things that you're going to learn about Gemini energy when it's in the twins and we have this conjunction going on with Venus is that it's all about bringing things that are good into your life. It's all about enhancing money situations. It's all about enhancing partnerships. It's all about, well, if it's not good over here, it's going to be great over there, because there's this overall optimistic, overly optimistic energy. And with Neptune in a sextile with Pluto, this isn't a fear-based resolution. This isn't a fear-based issue. This is moving away from issues that aren't anything to do with that. This is like moving toward everything that makes you feel good and energized and optimistic and hopeful. And it's almost like fulfilling dream energy. I think some of you may have some new ideas, some very profitable new ideas. They may start out as an idea, and as you're exchanging these ideas, it kind of starts to build some energy, some really positive energy in a really great direction. I think that as you're talking, and for you, this has everything to do with talking to significant bonds and unions. One of the things that you're going to start to feel is energy toward collaborating with friends, social circles. For some of you, you're going to see the benefit in being in unions and bonds, significant bonds, that maybe some of you had, in the past, a little bit of fear from. That could be that whole Pluto with Neptune. But now there's like this really energizing, optimistic, hopeful. I feel very buzzed in this energy, and in a good way. Of course, I'm a Gemini, so of course, this is all really aspected really well for me. For some of you, you may be surprised at a sudden shift in what you desire, getting you closer to it. The realizations that it could actually happen, the sudden, oh my God, this is really happening like right now type energy. This is possibly a generational issue, meaning perhaps some of you have been on a karmic path that maybe your mother was on, and your mother and your grandmother had the same path. I know that I often witness this continuation of karma throughout entire families. And I definitely believe in generational karma. And I believe that we're at the end of some of those for some of us that have really elevated our awareness and have really been embracing this new sense of self. We're separating, I think, from that generational pool, that issue that's just been going on throughout. Addiction is one of them. It's just genetically passed through a family. Breast cancer, you can carry the gene. Now they can do genetic testing, and you could go and you could just simply see if you have that gene. This energy to me suggests that there is some sort of breakthrough with you, breakthrough with a situation, breakthrough with some sort of overall impact to the world that really causes some really positive energy to flow in the right direction. It's a very liberating feeling. Some of you are freeing yourself from cycles, and there is this feeling of like, oh my God, it's a release. Like I just feel like I'm no longer bound like a ball in a chain to no choice. It's like I have choice. I just broke free and I feel better than I ever have type feeling. For some of you, this could be having a significant conversation that validates the importance of doing these things. So for some of you, it's like, I know that I've had a realization lately about, and it's Astrology Corner, and the energy I want to pour into it, and energy I want to pour into my relationship, and the energy I want to pour into my family, and I have had the most unexpected situations arise in family. Family was a very contentious point for me, as it has been for many people who have been separating from their old sense of self and their new sense of self. There is a redefinition of who that family has to accept now. As of today, as you've came out, as you've individuated yourself, as you've told your secret, or as you've, like my secret was, I do astrology and I have a very religious family, very religious background. And so I was very fearful to talk about astrology. It's very offensive to people who are highly religious. And I have always felt this way, but it was like within the last year, it's like I came out of the closet, like many people have, about all kinds of things, their lifestyles, the way that, they enjoy themselves. Sometimes it's their sexual orientation or their sexual enjoyment. They've had to become very, very real. Some people have had to re-identify with what sex they're picking. People are really re-identifying who they are, and that process is very complex, because as we're doing that, we're identified with who we are and what we want, and we're liberating our voices, and we're liberating our minds, and we're not conforming anymore. But the problem is there's still the structures in place throughout our lives that still want us in that category. And so there is a sense of sometimes facing that, and that'll lead us into the negative energy that I got to talk about. The outer planets are in a quincunx and a square today, suggesting that unexpected events may have a ripple effect that I believe will stand the test of time. They will be for years to come. Like, this ripple effect will initially change, and I deeply believe some sort of generational issues, is that I think that it could cause a lot of chaos. When you have big outer planets that affect global issues, it can mean a lot of things. This could even set up weather issues, planetary Earth issues, cause a lot of energy in Earth. I always think of like earthquakes, or I think of just extremes in Earth energy, or extremes in like some of these issues that start to come out. Like, we really start to, like, whether we want to see it or not, like, things are going to start to come out of the closet in a lot of different ways, government, or in some of the structures in our lives, and some of the like, even if it's just in our family structure, a generational structure that's been in our family for a long time, we could find out that, all along we've been suffering from a mental illness that's probably going back, or a mental disorder that goes back generations and generations. But back then they didn't know what it was, and now we understand that this is some sort of generational thing. It's just a mental sensitivity. I never think that mental illness completely defines a human being, because I believe that we're all kind of, at some point, somewhere, there is some sort of extreme in our mental capacity, which is why I love psychology and I studied it so much. Today is a day that you're going to have to expect that today could possibly destroy. This energy, to me, has the ability to be so volatile that there is a like, I feel like it just ends it. It destroys any further future in that particular area. This energy could also be a political impact. I definitely think so. I definitely think all hell's going to start to break loose in politics. As we are right now in politics in America, we are really facing some big things where, I mean, in my eyes, I can't even watch politics, because it's so completely extreme that I get so upset that I feel like we're taking steps backward. But what it's really doing is it's blowing everything up. All of the most sensitive issues, feminism and racism and, narcissism, and just the structure and the control, and everybody trying to have control over areas that they're never going to freaking have control over. They're playing on people's insecurities and their fears. But then these secrets keep coming out, and these realizations keep coming out. But we're so caught up in our fear. What it's asking us to do in politics is break free from our fears and our insecurities and address the issues. Be very forward thinking, because we've got to really take a look at what's going on. And these people are playing off of our fears and insecurities. They really are in politics right now. It's a game, and I've never seen the game played like this, and it's so disgusting that I won't even bother with it anymore. Secrets may be unearthed in all of this volatile energy. Absolutely. I believe all hell could break loose. If there is some deception, I believe that it can be unearthed. I think things are going to be unearthed. I feel that way, because we no longer have that harmonious flow of the grand earth trine. So this feels like, to me, the earth energy, the instability, what prevents you from having stability in all structures, in what we consider foundation and structure. It's going to bubble up, and it's going to start to be unearthed. So I expect that you may feel emotionally intense or have unexpected reactions. If you don't have them, expect them from other people. Uranus is really shaking things up. It's the Tower card to me. When I see that, I always think of the Tower card in the deck. I think that you need to be mindful that to watch your reactions, because it could set off a chain of events very easily in this energy that could really give you some very unexpected results. And relationships may receive some very interesting news, either negative or positive. It's going to set off a series of events. It's going to be a sudden change, a sudden clarity, a sudden awakening, a sudden realization. I think that's highly and absolutely probable in this crazy energy. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.